With every project at the Mother House, the crew always sees it through to the end. But there will be another level of see-through with this next project of the glass wall for the chapel.
These are going to be the boards that frame the glass wall for the chapel. Essentially, it's going to be all glass, but the glass needs to be held up by something.
Well, it's getting these boards are getting passed through the planer one more time. So we're looking at them all first so that I don't have to do it while the planer is running. Well, so then next I cut corners out of some of them. I still have a few more that I'm going to end up having to do yet, but so that the glass can sit in the edge of the glass into it, and then we'll put a piece of trim on that after.
We're trying to figure out how to stain it and like how far over to go with the stain, where the glass is going to go. So Tim set us up a visual of the wall in the basement.
So a glass pane is gonna go in there, and then what?
We'll get a glass pane coming in across here, and then after that we'll end up putting a piece of trim on top of it.
We were running low on funds, and we weren't sure if we were going to have enough to cover the costs of the glass wall. So we set to prayer and asked the Lord that if it was His will to provide for the cost of the glass wall. Only a couple of days later, a friend of ours invited a sister over to her house because she had something to give her. It turns out she wanted to donate us the exact amount that it would cost to cover the glass wall. The Lord's providence is so amazing. And the kitchen has been coming along nicely. A friend of ours, Alain, has really been helping us a lot in the kitchen. Piece by piece, he's been helping us install the hardware and the doors for the kitchen cupboards. In an earlier episode of Sister Build, we imagined what the kitchen might look like with its maple cupboard doors and its essence forest tiles. But now you don't have to imagine any longer. Here it is, and it looks beautiful. And Jerome is back again to visit and to put his creative skills to work in the laundry room.
Okay, so as we are doing this floor, we are trying to use up the last little bit of these black tiles, and we had just enough except 2. So we were too short, so we had to think of a new plan, and so now we are trying something different. Since it's the laundry room, we're gonna go get a little creative, but to try and make up for some lost tiles, we're putting some light ones to make a cross. So we'll see how this goes. We're gonna cut around it and have a cross in the center of our floor. So well, I sort of finished. We put down the cross here that we have, and we have the border, and then Sister John Palmer is gonna finish tiling down. There it is.
We are digging a trench around the garden because, as you see in Exhibit A, we started our garden, but we haven't done our grading yet. So a lot of the front of the garden got washed out. You can see a bit of the sand where the water washed it out. The onions are nice and sturdy, so they weathered the storm.
And as we tend our garden through these summer months, we remember that the sisters planted, the rain watered, and God gave the growth.
What you up to?
Pulling weeds up by the roots. Therese was telling us is that when you first till the garden, it's going to be the worst for the weeds because it's freshly tilled. So you have to watch out. And year by year, as you keep tilling it, less weeds come.
Good job on those weeds, sisters. The garden looks great. Next time on Sister Build, let the landscaping begin.